You're now listening to the Garage Guys Fantasy Sports Podcast.
Are you gonna play taps or do I need to play taps? Shit, we're live. Hey, welcome to the Garage Guys race recap of the Toyota Owners 400. I'm not in good shape.
It's like shades of the Kyle Larson race that we watched together, where he lost the lead late. Except this one was worse because we had two guys up there, right?
Yeah. So let's just go ahead and just before we even go any further. Show's brought to you by Drip Drop. Go to dripdrop.com. Use promo code GarageGuys20 at checkout. Rip it and drip it. It's used by athletes, firefighters, military members. Chef Boys Canteen is always stocked with Drip Drop. And yeah, so get the drip. GarageGuys20. Checkout. Dripdrop.com. Support doctors.
Remember when you gave me this shirt? This is the one that has the wrong color on it, but it's still, I'm wearing it.
Yeah. So there was a couple of misprints that we did. I don't know. We got to find a luck factor though. Maybe you should have wore that all day. Maybe you should.
I had a pretty good day outside of the. I could have had a monster day though. I'll say that. Like that to win bet would have put me over the top, Chase. I know it would have put you over the top. But I had a pretty good DFS day. The rankings were literally spot on outside of a Ryan Newman. So,
yeah. See, so look, I guess I'm just really like over hyping my anger right now because I profited on DFS today. That's always good. It's always good to get a little bit of profit, no matter how much. If you finish in the green, you're here for the scene. But
you should be angry because we've had that circumstance happen to me and you at least. I know
that. Yeah. So that's what gets me. It's like I could have just won. This has been like one of the best weeks of my life. Like, let's go ahead and be real. Okay. Like Dogecoin through the roof. I'm good. If Dogecoin wasn't over 30 cents right now, I wouldn't be here. I would have for the first time, I would have had to say, I'm going to need about an hour and a half to 2 hours before we do the show. Cause I was going to go lock myself in a closet and meditate and try to break through the other side. I watched a movie called Into the Void.
Your Dogecoin is numbing your pain is what you're saying.
Yeah. Doge profits. Absolutely. Doge profits are doing well. So, that helps me.
Dude, I don't know if I told you this. I think I did. So I would have that Dogecoin with you right now, Chase. But I got mad at Robinhood, and Robinhood sucks. So
they do suck.
And I think you even tweeted the night after I told you that I sold all mine. I think you tweeted this past weekend, or I can't remember when it was, that you also were having troubles, either withdrawing or trading, or Robinhood was screwing you as well.
They weren't screwing me per se. I just have with the GME thing, that was aggravating, and for a lot of people, it didn't affect me obviously because I missed the boat on GME, but I didn't miss the boat on Dogecoin. But it worries me, man. It does. And it's I'm currently trying to figure out where can I move my Dogecoin to because I don't want to be caught up in a situation like that. So. I'm worried about I'm still on Robinhood right now, but it's concerning. But what's more concerning is the fact that Alex Bowman stole a fucking win from both of us. This is one of those rare moments in time where we didn't speak at all hardly yesterday. I think maybe we exchanged maybe 3 or 4 messages. Okay. And it was late at night. I literally finished my premium article, which sucked balls, by the way, because I had Ryan Newman as a premium pick. And I had Kurt Busch because I felt it though. I believed and I had my money on it to back it up. So it's I believed
it was a good play, and I thought Newman was a good play.
Absolutely. They shit the bed. So, and then I had Denny as a premium pick. And then also I want to say that I wrote about who's our other guy? It was Eric Jones. I wrote about Eric Jones, and he was mediocre. Did better than Bubba. That's something, I guess. That was another race for you to put your tally marks on.
Who?
I think he finished higher than Bubba. Did Eric Jones?
Eric Jones. There were a lot of those plays, Chase, that kind of got lost a couple laps down, but they finished up being decent DFS plays. I mean, Corey LaJoy was a good DFS play. Daniel Suarez was a good DFS play.
Yeah, P21 for LaJoy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you had to have those guys that were several laps down because you needed to have Truex and Hamlin and a little bit of Joey, a little bit of Bowman. Who else was good? Chris Bell was good. So
Yeah, Chris Bell. That was that was like the lone bet for Dale. I think he just bet Chris Bell to win, and that was it.
yeah, I took him top 10 for 2 units, and that was a money hit there. So
yeah, and see, look, Richmond is just one of those races where it's quick to get lapped. You know what I mean? So it's tough, and I take that back. By the way, I take back what I said about our good pal Bubba right there. Hold on, I'm looking at the race right now. No, I was looking at the starting lineup. Yep. Nope, that was not that. Yeah, Eric Jones finished 19th. Bubba finished 26th. I figured he had done better at short track. So this is another tally mark because we're keeping track of was the RPM car good or bad.
Bubba's not doing well.
Yeah, so I really want to see Bubba do better, and I'm aggravated about it. But that is what it is. So whatever. Aside from that, what matters right now is the fact that we didn't speak. Getting back to that, we didn't speak. I woke up this morning. Yeah, we're both in the zone, and I literally stayed up probably till about 2:30, 3 a.m. This morning before I went and got some shut eye, and I straight up had Denny Hamlin to win. I had Joey Logano to win, and so did you. So we were both kind of like-minded. We were the chi was there. You know what I mean? Like the energy was strong. And you also had a bet that wasn't available on the book that I played on today that I loved, which was Denny Hamlin stage 1. That hit for the fam. I was just pumped that you had that on your card because you usually you know how we roll. If we can't bet it, we're not going to put it out there for everybody else to bet. And
yeah, it's cool that we were on the same wavelength, almost across the board, Chase. I mean, I don't know in terms of every DFS play, but almost every DFS play and the almost entire betting card. I think the only difference is you had Larson and I had Brad K. But all around, it was a great card. I nailed my head-to-head. I nailed a top 10, and I nailed the stage 1 winner. So I think Dale had some success as well.
Absolutely. The one bet that I did have hit was Joey Logano top 3. And he made it by the skin of his fucking teeth. Plus 240. I put 2 units on that. So that was that was literally all I had. But it's just because of everything else. I think I had like 10.8 in play today, maybe a little less than that, maybe around 9 because I didn't add that Hamlin stage 1 bet. So nice. Yeah, not nice for the season. So I am going to need a Rick Ware car to win Talladega. That's how I'm going to.
Back.
Yeah, that's my path to success. I've been tweeting at Rick today. I'm going to get to work with him. We're going to take some Dogecoin profits, and we're going to take all of his cars and put them all together for just one car. And Jin Joe Cobb is going to run that one car, and Jin Joe is going to win Talladega.
And then we just kind of forget about your actual record, and we just say, all right, he's even on the year.
Yep, because Joe.
People don't have to ask. Jin. We can just be like, hey, he hit enough bets on the year. You don't have to know that it was one bet.
Yeah,
it all was on Ricky Bobby in a hypothetical scenario, and he got all your money back for you.
The me car came back to win, but it's got a new paint scheme. Instead of saying me, it just says it me, and it's just my face on it.
Can I be on there somewhere, like on the ass end of it or something?
Yeah, so it would be like one of the what you call it, the Ricky Stenhouse's car, how he has like Velveeta on the back and he has like Kroger on the front. It'd be like it me garage guy, and it'd be like presented by Chef BoiRDeen, and it'll have like a can of raviolis with your face on it and money coming out of the can.
That's good.
That's what we'll do because you're the only two win bet hitter of the garage guys.
Dude, is that true?
That is true
for the Cup Series, right?
For the fucking Cup Series. Yeah, Dale's killing in trucks. Proud of that boy.
We've probably had I'm going to have to update our betting tracker, but I feel like we've had an incredible rate at our head-to-heads, though. Like, our head-to-head matchups have been on fire.
Yeah, so that's where I've been slipping. Like, you and Dale have been heavy on matchups. Like, I just have not. It's tough for me because, like, I'll run through that, and like, you guys will see value and things like that, and I'll look at it, and I'll just be like, like, there's been
a lot of them where I say, and you're probably the same way, Chase. I look at them and I'm like, this could go either way, and I just ignore it.
Yeah, that's how it was for me. Like the only one that like I thought was going to be good, and this is horrible. And I'm going to say it because
Okay, here we go.
I got to be real. I saw Kurt Busch was like minus 115 over Alex Bowman, and I was like,
Okay.
might take this.
Oh man, I would have not told you to do that.
Yeah. So fucked up Richmond, but you know what? There was somebody that didn't, and this is a guy that when I was on XM Radio, this guy just out of the blue on Twitter just pops up out of nowhere and tags me. He's like, "Hey, I'm Mark. I go to casinos and I bet on NASCAR." And this man he's an older gentleman, and he goes to the casino and he puts bets down. And he hit us up on Twitter today, and this man pulled the trigger on Alex Bowman at plus 3,300.
How much money did he put on it? Did he say?
We're about to find out because guess
Get him
what?
on here.
Old NASCAR Mark's going to join the show. So let's give NASCAR Mark a call. Here's NASCAR Mark. He's on the way. Put it on speaker now. We'll see if Mark answers.
Excited. Hello. It me. It Mark.
It us, Mark. Don't drop the ball, Mark. One shot.
Garage guy Chase.
He knows. What's up, Mark?
Marky Mark.
It's Mark.
Oh, I'm still grinning ear to ear. Cannot believe what just happened.
Yeah, me either, man. Like plus 3,300, Alex Bowman. We just kind of had like one of the shittier days of life with Logano and Hamlin's, but you're on top, and that's what matters, Mark. Walk us through the moment you realized that you had a bet hit for plus 3,300.
The moment I realized it was about maybe 5 seconds before Alex Bowman realized he was going to win the race. And when I went shopping Thursday night, it's when I usually place all my bets because I'm working the rest of the time. But I saw him at 3,300 Thursday and I'm thinking that is a real good value considering where he's going to be starting. But when he come out of the pack with 10 to go today,
yeah,
like I said, I was just like him. He didn't know he was going to win, and I didn't know he was going to win, but we won.
That's it. And so you're listed on Twitter as Mark from Mississippi or Mark in Mississippi, and you're on the Gulf Coast. So you go every week to the casino. Like you don't do it like a lot of us youngins do. You go to the book. And you go there and I love how you call it going shopping. Like that's the best part of it. So you get out and you go hit these guys. Who else did you have eyes on today, Mark?
Oh, today I had Harvick crash.
Yeah, you should thank Harvick.
Do me it again.
I'll tell you why. I'm gonna let you finish. My bad on that, but I'll tell you why you should thank Harvick.
Bringing out that caution, but then I had Blaney, at the beginning of the day, I had Blaney at 1,400, and I'm thinking, this could work out, make a little bit of money, and then typical young Ryan Blaney at Richmond. I guess he was lucky to finish the race, let alone be on the not be on the lead lap,
right?
And then Bowman. I usually play I try to find 4 to 5 values.
Okay. You putting big bucks up on it? Like how many units did you pull off of this?
No, I'm only doing 100 a driver, so I get.
That's a huge payday.
That's a big payday. That's a big payday, Mark. That's $3,300 you just made today.
I got 400 invested, 300, 3,300. So
that's good.
I net 20.
That's a hell of a day.
That's a hell of a day.
And I enjoyed it. I'm 4 for 9 on the year, which is pretty good.
There's nothing wrong with that, man. And trust me, for this year has been a doozy, man, because and I'll let you.
It's a good year for him to be doing the value betting. Like it's the good year because he's hitting probably William Byron. Did he hit William Byron?
You hit William Byron, right?
I hit Byron and Truex hit today, and then believe it or not, McDriver's what got this whole big deal rolling this year.
Oh man, dude, that was like I don't know what the odds you got him at, but I know that there was some people that were in the Discord that had him at like plus 10,000 back at Daytona.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, so that was a good time for you. Yeah, it had to be a good time. So that's incredible, though.
Just like coming up at Talladega, I'll do the same thing. When I look for the value, if they don't run Keselowski down, if I can get him at plus 900, plus 800, I'll pick some good plate drivers, and then I always throw in one that, out of the woodwork, just in case we have, the same malfunction we had at Daytona. You
should go for Jinjo Cobb. We're trying to take all of our Dogecoin profits for cryptocurrency right now and tell Rick Ware to get one car and just put Jinjo Cobb in it. So it'll be super fast. Cause like 4 Rick Ware cars into one should be pretty good.
After what she did last night, losing her head, I don't need her losing her head at Talladega. Like that was not right.
No, yeah, it brings out a different animal. So all you do is bet though. You don't do you do DraftKings or FanDuel? You play DFS at all?
I play the NASCAR Fantasy Live or that, but we got a DraftKings sports book down here on the coast.
The Scarlet Pearl.
I'm not into the try to pick 5 under the salary cap. Here's my salary cap. I got $100 on you. Win.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. So look, like I said, obviously a lot of people that watch our show, they're way more into doing the DFS because sports betting is just slowly becoming legal across the country now. So if you, we're gonna let you go and get back to this, Mark. We're super pumped for you, but I want to ask you. I want you to tell the rest of the Garage fam watching this why they should be betting on NASCAR and why they need to go out and try to find a sports book, try to find a way to get some money and maybe, do a little hedging when it comes to setting some DFS lineups.
Well, the best reason to do it, because you can treat NASCAR almost like college football. When you go to the casino, go to your favorite sports book, you can shop the line. You can always find value on different drivers, particular tracks. And it's almost like early college football when you can get good value on a college football play. You can also do that in NASCAR. And case in point, I've done it today, and I've done it 4 times this year.
Right. Big plus money guy.
Yeah, and you don't get crazy and bet. You don't bet Timmy Hill's going to win. Let's say
about Quinn.
Yeah. How about our guy Quinn Huff?
That's a good one too. Quinn Huff at Kansas. That's probably plus 125,000.
Oh man!
You just need a 39 car pileup and you hit.
I love it. Yeah, we like to chill it. Well, look, Mark, we're gonna have you on more often throughout the rest of the season. Where can everybody follow you at on Twitter so they can see they can see your shopping cart every week?
Mark in Mississippi. That's me.
That's
on
it.
Twitter. I post it up. I send it to you, and I usually post it on Discord since you invited me on there. After it took me 2 hours trying to figure out how to get on it.
We're just pumped that you're a part of the Garage fam now, man. So we love it. Well, Mark, we're gonna let you get back after it, man. Go celebrate that win. That's a big one. $100, guys, plus 3,300 for Alex Bowman in the race. That's heavy. We appreciate you as always, Mark. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right, man. Appreciate you.
All right, take it easy. NASCAR Mark, everybody. Mark in Mississippi.
When he was casually, saying that he wasn't putting much on this, I thought he was going to come out and be like, oh, putting $5. No. Yeah,
this dude says $100. Like, yo, bro, like high rolling ass.
Yeah,
we love Mark. We love Mark. Mark's cool. It's it's one of the highlights of the day to see Mark hop in the Discord.
Dude, I will say I don't quite understand the college football analogy. I think
plus money, just a ton of games and maybe just a lot of like plus odds, wild things happening, high scores. I'm trying to get into Mark in Mississippi's brain for a little bit.
Well, it seems like he's on a heater for 4 wins, right? Four straight bets. So a good time to be betting the long shots. So.
Yeah, what a time. And we got Dega coming up too.
Dude, so we've had Bowman in our car like 4 times. That's what hurts even worse. I mean, we weren't on him this time, and we had the 2 guys that were the best cars probably. I mean, I guess Truex was the second best car. Hamlin was the first. Logano was the third best car.
Literally, dude, came down between Kurt and Alex Bowman. And I go, Kurt. Skirt. Kurt the sex god. It's Kurt Mean Boy.
Dude, what a hit. I'd be celebrating pretty big if I was him.
Oh, dude, to him, that's another day. He's just walking the park, bro. Just like, he's just whatever. He's just out here in life. Like, $100 is $1 to NASCAR Mark.
Man, I'm struggling over here.
It's okay. Yeah, I am too. But I'm just happy Mark got some profits. So good for that. All right, so let's move into this race. Let's recap this race. Richmond. All right, so you know me. I never get bored watching a race, but I will say, out of all of the races on the circuit, Richmond is the one that may make me scroll Insta for a couple minutes here and there.
Well, they were talking about Chase. They were talking about on the race that basically it had been like 2 years since we had a caution that wasn't like competition related or end of stage related.
Such a clean race.
It's a clean race, so that probably hurts your energy moments. You know what I mean?
Well, it's just more of the fact that like, it's like, especially when you have money on it, it's like you, unless like, but I mean, I guess I was proved wrong today because like, I was just under the assumption like early on when I saw Denny get up there, you have those restarts and it's like, once a couple laps get through, it's like, that's usually your stage. Like there may be a little bit of movement in the back, but like up front, when they get that gap of that lead, like that's your guy that's going to win the next stage. So I was in that mindset because like that's what we've seen for a while now. I'm just like, okay, well, I've watched 4 laps after this restart. There's Denny. So that's why in my mind, that's why I hit you up and I'm like, let's do a live stream because I knew it wouldn't have mattered if Hamlin or Logano would have won. It was about to be Celebration Station.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I go to get ready, Kevin Harvick decides he wants to go to Spin Town. And when that happened, I was like, oh, shit. So this could be anything. I didn't even realize how close the Bowman was up, but then noticing that Bell and Bowman were right there knocking at the door. And it all just came down to he got a better restart.
Yeah. I mean, credit to him, but you're right. I kind of was counting my winnings already, and I never do that. I always wait to the end. And I just thought if anybody was going to pass Hamlin, it would be Logano. If anybody was going to pass Logano, it would be Hamlin. I really thought there was no way. I mean,
yeah, there was just no way in hell Alex Bowman was going to be able to do this and pull through, but he did. And, this is his first short track win. And that's something big. And then also too, like I felt kind of like a low-key dick because like he got out and he was like teary-eyed crying. And it was like because they were honoring like one of the guys on his pit crew that passed away last year. So I was just sitting there like throwing a bitch fit over fucking losing some money. And then he's over there talking about somebody losing a life. And I'm just
talking about life and death and you're talking about your pocket.
Yeah, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm the biggest piece of shit of all time. Like,
That's what we do. We sweat bets. We don't really think about anything else in the moment.
I need to go to mass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Dude, I will say this, getting a little bit more serious about the DFS stuff real quick. It provided a good reminder, Chase. Like I'm noticing in our Discord, a lot of people aren't understanding, and maybe it's because the season's been weird. People are forgetting like what place differential can do. And today with Bowman, perfect example. Today with Bacon Boy, perfect example. So even
wild.
Like Richmond, you said, usually we don't see a lot of like a ton of place differential guys move up. But people aren't really understanding how scoring's working. And I think they're confused because some of the weird things we've seen this year. So the perfect example, Chase, Chris Bell, somebody I was super high on. He cashed most of your lineups. Like if you had Chris Bell, you're happy with him. But I found it so intriguing that he wasn't on the optimal lineups because in that same price range, Bacon Boy outscored him.
Right.
So I just think that like we need to, the rankings were killer. So if you followed the rankings, you did great. But I think we have to remember in DraftKings, if you're not leading laps, if you're not getting fastest laps, the next best way to get points is place differential. And I don't think people are considering that enough. I don't know.
I think that I 100% agree with you. And for everybody that's watching this, that, for the people that watch this, just for the shit we say, this is one of those moments that are not for you. For the people that watch this shit because they love the sweat bets like we do and they love playing DFS, I will say this, like when I first came into the game, like you taught me a ton about the game itself and how it works. And I think that the thing is like, as a NASCAR fan, it's like a lot of the times you think you've got it figured out how this works, but you have to take into account the variables, and you have to also respect the game as well to understand that it is a lot harder than it looks, because like you say, fastest laps, place differential is huge. And like, so maybe a lot of guys, like back before I started getting as heavy as I am into it now, I would think at Richmond, I wouldn't want to play somebody in the back because they're going to get lapped. And I wouldn't have cared to think if they were a fast car or not, because I'm thinking the person up front's going to be faster. And maybe that's why a lot of NASCAR fans are thinking that are just getting into DFS. And maybe that's how their minds are working. And maybe I'm just fucking being an asshole.
No.
Calling people stupid. I don't know.
No, you're right. I mean, and you look at, I think it's that, and Richmond's normally a race where I don't prioritize place differential as much.
Yeah, like top 12 is what you look at. Like you look at the starting lineup, who's in the top 12, and that's usually your guys. And we look at lead lap.
Yeah, I think the exception though is, did we talk about Bowman on the preview show?
We did. Bowman was one of our picks. Bowman is written up in my free picks article along with Truex, Keselowski, and Daniel Suarez.
So Kes and Suarez and Bowman are all place differential guys.
Yeah,
for this race. And I mean, Keselowski he made a bad decision to stay out and let people gain on him. But they all shot through the field is my point. So even in a short track,
the biggest gambler.
Yeah. He took a big gamble.
Huge
gamble.
Like just no fucks given. He's like, I'm about to retire soon. Fuck it. We'll see if caution comes out. And Kevin saved it for the ass end.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, I can't believe Keselowski did that because I thought he had a top car. So I thought it was
he did
not worth the risk, but
he did, man, for sure. So, I mean, starting out, like obviously Truex is one of the heavy favorites for this race. A lot of people were pairing, obviously we talked about Truex and Kes, those two highest priced guys. A lot of people were high on Larson, supposedly. Like I also found out this weekend that it is a bad thing that I'm not following along with everybody else in the industry in DFS because it's bad. It's a bad thing. I just like literally I zone in on our content and I try to just focus on like making sure that like
I don't think
picture.
I mean, I don't think Larson was like insanely high owned. I mean, he was
supposedly he was talked about on a lot of people, a lot of industry leading people. I don't know, but I mean, I liked him okay. Wrong.
I liked him okay, but I liked I mean, I think I ranked him third, but I liked Hamlin and Truex and obviously Hamlin, Truex, and Logano.
Yeah,
but I didn't rank Logano as well, Chase. But I wrote in my notes that he was one of my favorite pivots. I don't know if you were high on him or not.
So I didn't have Logano written up as a DFS play. I did think that there was some better value out there. I did, however, have Logano to win. I thought that and I texted you earlier today. I'm like, watch Logano sneak up right at the ass end and take the win. And then honestly, yeah, I mean, he was there and he hung 10 all day. Truex fell back. And I wrote in my premium article in the very beginning of it, I was like, I'm kind of in a position now where I think I'm going to let off of Truex. I'm going to kind of fade away from Truex. And I'm going to just, if I really feel strongly enough about Denny Hamlin doing this again, you can't put Kes and Denny and Truex in a lineup and it worked. You just can't do it. So I was like, I'm going to let go of Truex and I'm going to hold on to Brad and I'm going to put Denny in that spot. And, whenever I was building lineups, say like, I did think about Larson, as another to win, but like, because of the place differential, I knew that there was some other things that were a little bit better out there that I wanted. So Larson was the reason I was behind him came down to looking at his his past records here at this track and the Chip Ganassi racing cars. He wasn't that bad at Richmond at all. And I'm thinking, okay, well, he's not that bad at Richmond. Now he's got a way faster car. He's got better equipment, and like he's been off for a year. He's gonna get out here and try to stun on some motherfuckers. But excuse you.
I try to turn that mute on.
Bless you.
But Skybox NASCAR had $50 to win on Alex Bowman. Breaking news.
Whoa, Skybox from the Discord. Holla at your boy. Dude, we got so many people that are just like dropping bets in the Discord. Like, I love it. Like, just
there's so much stuff.
Selection,
like,
but the Discord's a marketplace now.
Yeah.
So we're NASCAR Mart shops. Just come on.
It's like people don't even know like how to differentiate us except for our red names. Yeah,
we're just the guys on the camera, but the Garage Fam is for everyone to share.
There's so many people. Like our boy Cop, he would be saying, we have a lot in common, me and him, and we would be saying it is terrible tendency we're getting into to make everybody a professional handicapper, but it's
but that's society. That's society now. Everybody on Twitter is a fantasy
everyone's an expert
and a betting expert, and that's what it comes down to. It's like I would hope that you guys are here because you just fucking love us. Okay,
that's the goal.
It's like everybody's a fucking handicapper. My grandma, she can handicap. I'll put a piece of paper. Who do you like out of these two names? My grandma just handicapped the race.
If I miss like 2 days of Discord, I go in there and there's like 100 messages of people just dropping like 40 plays, and I'm like,
you say
and it doesn't $1 game or something. Like, what are you doing?
It's like, what's the like? I guarantee you, and like this, and like I love you guys. You guys know I love you. I want everyone's unit count sheet. I want to see everybody's unit counts. Okay, you show me your unit counts, send them in. We're gonna start keeping record. I wonder how quickly shit would dry up.
People love being right. They got to get those right moments, and they don't care if they lose a few. So
and look, I'm gonna pick on everybody. Like, nobody's safe. I just want everybody to know nobody's safe. Like, I'm gonna pick on everybody. Like, I'm gonna treat everybody in that Garage Fam like I would treat my own family or friends. Like, I'm gonna take shots.
Like, I'll dog you, you'll dog me. That's how it works.
Absolutely. That's real love, man. That's real.
Every now and then I have to shoot Garage Guy a message. I'll be like, dude, why are you dropping 4-leg parlays in here? Why are you doing that?
Yeah, what the fuck is a tri-dog parlay? Like, you don't even watch basketball, Chase. What the fuck is wrong with you? And I just wanted to make a meme about Air Bud, and that's the only reason that I bet shit.
You were like, how can I make content with betting? And you were like, okay, let's throw some basketball bets.
Yeah, let me just go pick 3. I like these mascots. These guys. These are the ones.
I need like a gif of like how I react to like you doing some of the stuff you do, and I'm just like shaking my head, like we need that.
Yeah, we'll find a way to make that. I'm sure that I could probably dig up some like old like footage of us doing the show, and we could definitely find that. Easy.
Yeah, there's been times where we've gotten into it, but we've been friendly lately. It's because we've had a lot of the same straight bets go wrong at the very end. Like Chase, I scripted this race in my head perfectly. Like I basically called this race.
Yeah,
and you did too.
Both of us. Yeah, don't take all the fucking credit.
No. I mean, I haven't talked to you, literally.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But that's what's beautiful about it, because like people probably think that me and you like go into a war room every week and we sit there and we're like, okay, like who do you like? Who do I like? Who do you like? We don't.
No.
Not for the most part. There's some races we will.
Mad. Who was it? Wes
Wes was pissed, man.
He gets all butthurt because of what I didn't. I listed you were on Hamlin last week, and I had him listed 7th, but then in my tier 1 notes, I wrote on there, Hamlin is one of my favorite GPP dominators, but since I didn't have him ranked 2nd or 3rd, Wes probably didn't put him in his lineups. So,
oh man, Wes, we got to we're gonna find a way to make Wes hedge some things. He needs some hedge fun. Need to hedge a little fun.
We like messing with Wes.
We love Wes. We love everybody. Fuck.
Big fan.
Yeah, 100%. What was it? We were talking last night about a lot of shit. If you're not in the Discord yet, like, I'm not even going to say it anymore. There's a Discord, and it's a Garage Guys one. The end.
Let's talk about my free lineup entry, Chase.
That was cool as shit. So you dropped that in the Discord this morning. Basically, what you literally like, you pretty much just said, these are some guys. You should play these guys.
No. So I had a $44 lineup reserved.
I know. I was just trying to be all, cryptic and shit. Because we're so big time, DraftKings and FanDuel are probably listening to us, So gotta watch out.
I'm not even following. I'm still not following.
That's good. You're not supposed to, because my job in life is to confuse people.
Well, do you think that I dropped a lineup in? Because I mean, I could do that, but I didn't. So
maybe you did, maybe you didn't. No, Chef Boy would never.
I would
that.
never.
I wouldn't either.
I'll let you explain to the people what I did.
So basically, we ran a contest today. And if you were in the Discord, you got to see it this morning. Pretty much go in there and you have an opportunity to share the what can we call it? The sample plate. Yeah, you have an opportunity to make some money on top of money, pretty much.
Yeah.
With a lineup. And that's shit. That's just shit people don't do, because I said it in the Discord earlier. I don't know what the hell happened to the message. I typed this fucking book because I was just in my fucking
lost it?
emotions. Yeah, it was gone. I hope one of y'all deleted it, but maybe y'all did. I don't know. If one of y'all didn't do it, somebody like deleted it, or either my internet just sucks. And I think we figured that out for the most part.
Yeah,
But yeah, like people don't do that shit. Like you go all these other like people in like football and basketball and industry wide and fantasy, people ain't gonna give you their own fucking money. Like that's what
that
that's
was a free $44 entry. For a free $44 entry. I split it with basically a bunch of contestants sent me a DM with their favorite lineup, and our boy Adam Teal, longtime listener, faithful Garage fam. I liked his lineup the best. He had a lot of the stuff that I ranked well, a lot of my rankings, but then he got a little weird, Chase, and did a Denny Hamlin and Joseph L combo as dominators. But the rest of the stuff was pretty strong. So I entered that.
Adam's my boy, man. That was the majority of my lineups.
We cashed. I think it was $44 entry, and it like min cashed. So we got our money back plus 44 or something like that. So I owe him $22 or something like that. So,
beautiful. 22 for the 22.
$22, and he didn't risk a single thing. So
free money.
We'll do it again. We'll do it for FanDuel next time.
There's a cord. It's purple app, and we're there. Yeah. So finishing up some of the fuck ups of this race, because I mean, obviously, we pretty much broke down like how this race is ran. Kyle Larson ended up shitting the bed early, and it was no fault of his own, really. It's just they bring these cars to the track. You either hit it or you didn't hit it, and the Larson team did not hit it. They ended up having to go in early and do some adjustments. The car was just too tight. Didn't work out for him at all this week, and that was, if you had him in your lineups, that killed your day. Other than that, Truex, he kind of hit the fade, and then he ended up letting himself get in a little bit of trouble later on in the ass end of the race, where he was too fast entering pit road. Shame on you, Empty J, for all the people that were super high on Martin Truex. Glad that I kind of like, pulled the plug a little bit there towards the end. And, going from there, really just I think the last one was Kyle Busch. Had another one. I had Kyle Busch on my bet card for a top 5. That'd have been very lovely if he wouldn't have fucked up that pit entry, but he did. And when we had Daniel Suarez early on, he ended up going too fast on pit road, had to serve a penalty. And then the last one, the dagger for me and you, was gas station pizza. Harvick decided that he wanted to go to Spin Town. Fuck that, man. Like the one guy.
I know, dude. And I was about to text you too. I'm sorry to cut you off. I was about to text you and say like, oh, if Kyle Busch and Harvick kind of figured something out here, because both of them were like sneaking into that top 5, and then Harvick like screwed up our to win bets. So whatever.
Yeah, and a lot of people were betting on Harvick to win. I mean, you heard Mark himself. Mark was like, Harvick, I'm gonna pick him. And, it's like he was like 1,100, I think, on DraftKings. But it's like it comes to a point to where you start to wonder, like, you are a fucking veteran of the game. How did you do that at a track that you've ran more times in your life without somebody getting into you? Clint Boyer?
This season, just all the weirdest things are happening. I mean,
that wasn't weird. That was fucking done on purpose. I feel it in my soul.
Harvick's thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, you can't convince me that some of these wrecks aren't some of these suspicious late cautions. We're conspiracy theory guys here. So
who's calling who's calling these shots? That's what I need to know. I need to know who's getting. It's like if for Harvick to do something like that, like let's go out. Let's go. I don't have a tinfoil hat around, okay. But if I did, just pretend like I just put it on. Okay, just put on a tinfoil hat. For Harvick to pull one of those stunts, he would already pretty much have to be sold in his brain that his year is done.
Yeah, I don't think this one was a case of that, but
no, put your tinfoil hat on.
So why would he do that? Okay, so let's say
No, who would tell him? That's the rabbit hole we need to go down right now. We
crew
need to figure it.
chief has a friend.
Rodney Childers talking to
Rodney
God.
Childress has a friend who had some money on the line. He needed that late caution, right? So he tells Kevin, you know, you're not going to win this race, Kevin. You're running well, but you're going to have to do something about this.
Yeah,
That's what happens.
I know who called him.
Who?
It was Jeff Gordon.
Me.
It was Jimmy Johnson.
It was Mark from Mississippi. Yo. Matrix.
Mark! I hope not. All right, tinfoil hats off. But yeah, Kevin Harvick, man, tires are slippy.
Mark went Marcus. It says he has two different modes. Mark and there's Marcus. Marcus is like trying to get things rigged.
Marcus is a sneaky fucking name. Yeah. Like I know some people named Marcus, and everybody I know that is named Marcus, they a sneaky motherfucker.
It Marcus.
It Marcus.
Get in there.
It Mark us.
Get in there.
It Mark us. Could it take us out? If this was Call of Duty, we got sniped from like the 4th level. It's like the rooftop. I don't know. You like my boom arm? I like it now because I can get all quiet, and get up to the mic and talk. You know.
Whisper to me, boy.
We're gonna start doing an ASMR fetish podcast. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Toes. Think about big fungus toes. Girl, boy. How many people just unfollowed and subscribed? I wonder. Yeah, like 30 wrenches.
Dominators.
Think about Allen wrenches. This is a fucking weird name for a tool.
Dude, this episode is all over the place. Like, what are we even recording right now? I don't even know.
Are we even recording?
Yeah, I don't know.
Shit. Oh, we're recording. Hey, we're here.
Okay, let's start from the top.
All right, yeah, we're gonna rewind. I don't know. Look, this race, I think that to sum everything up, it's NASCAR, and when we've been good in DFS, we tend to not be as good in betting, and when we're good at betting, we tend not to be as good in DFS. I'm so ready for that day where we can bag a tourney and just cash, like just burn the house down, because it'll never happen again. And I'm a firm believer that the longer I've been around the betting scene, the more I do realize now you can't win long term. It's just not. Not, except for when you bet football and your name's Chef Boy.
Yeah, I mean, you got to carve out each segment of sport of betting and separately, but you can do it long term. But you've got to have a method to the madness. You can't just, some weeks I'm going to go in there and bet 5 top 5s, and some weeks I'm going to bet 4 straight. You got to find like an edge, and you got to be really, really educated and disciplined on a chase. But
yeah, that method is called being named Marcus and knowing all the shots. Yeah. It's like the what was the movie with Adam Sandler where he gave Kevin Garnett the rock? And he was oh yeah, I can't remember either. I can't think of it right now. It was a great movie though. He had a really young mistress with like a really nice butt.
Yes,
I remember that much.
She was with The Weeknd for a second, or it looked like she was with The Weeknd.
Yeah, she was fucking with The Weeknd, like just nonchalant.
Yeah. What movie was that? It's killing me.
Oh man, it's something about the Diamonds, Sierra Leone. I just think
here we go.
Kanye. Uncut Gems, yeah. Diamonds are forever. Just about a man from New York that just trying to make his way in life in the jewelry district, in the diamond district, And
I was just glad to see Sandler take a good role.
Yeah, it was good. It's like when Jim Carrey plays in serious roles. I love that. Like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, great film. Nothing to do with betting, but great movie. Adam did it well because Adam is a big time sports gambler. So we need to get Adam Sandler on the show.
That'd be awesome. I would love that. Talk to him about like Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, all the old ones.
You know what? I take that back. I don't even want Adam Sandler on the show. I just want to hang out with Adam Sandler and not tell anybody that we ever did it, and just make it just real shit.
Yeah.
And I just want to just for me personally. I don't need to post a picture on Instagram. I don't need to tell all my friends. I just want to just hang out with the guy and just
get Shooter McGavin involved, but just hanging out with them too on the golf course.
Bro, It would be the next level. And then we could talk them in to making a funny NASCAR movie now that Kevin James is doing funny NASCAR shows on Netflix that aren't that funny, but they're supposed to be. So, yeah, we need to figure that out. Get Adam Sandler and the one guy from Happy Gilmore that's like, you got to harness the chi, feel the flow, feel it. I love that guy.
Energy G.
Yeah. Energy, G. All right. This has been enough energy, G probably for most. We've either just fucked up an entire work day for someone at the ass end of this podcast, or we have just made them have like the best, like, you know, time ever, just like waking and baking. So, you know, we're cool with all people that want to do whatever they want to, except heroin. Don't shoot heroin. Don't do that. It's bad drugs. Don't do it.
I think some people will treat this as one of their favorite episodes, personally.
I do too. I enjoyed it. It's all because of the Boom Stand and Mark.
You never know what direction we're going to take it, Garage Guy Chase. That's what the beauty of it is.
That's right. Go listen to the Cars and just play the song, Who's Gonna Drive You Home Tonight? Because we're going to drive you home, and we're going to drive it home now. Are you ready? You ready to exit? You ready to take this exit?
Yep.
Who's gonna drive you home tonight? We'll see you later. Sports Profit Repeat.
It's the Garage Guys. 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 It's the Garage Guys.